All right, everybody's always talking about generational wealth, and everybody's always talking about I want my kids to have better than I did, but I never hear people talk about I want my children to have a better financial education than I did, so they can have better experiences than I did. But today we're going to talk all about that because a lot of people, once they get some money, they think they should just do all kinds of lavish things like walk alligators and lions and goats down the hood blocks and doing all kind of craziness. But at the end of the day, when you do some of those things, you wind up blowing it back. Welcome to this Friday's Freedom Friday. I'm Kamari Ellis. We got Jimmy. We got Corey here. We about to have a good time. This is Freedom Fridays. What's up, gentlemen? How are y'all today?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. It's going to be a funky good time or no?
Always. So we got some news, y'all. Jimmy been absconding with books from the local library. They got a hit out on him. Right? He won't take the books back. Absconding with taxpayer dollars. Listen, yo, I've been guilty of that a couple times too, though. So I can't even front. I'm just mad the brothers reading because we need more brothers.
No, reading. Man, listen, the library's emails is getting more and more aggressive, man. They talking crazy to me. You know what I mean? The library is like, yo, when I see you outside, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, library, look.
It's on site.
I'm gonna give you y'all books back, man. But this is why I buy books, man. I was trying to do better and like support the local libraries, but y'all gotta stop talking crazy to me in my email, yo. You know, it's all love though. I'm gonna get y'all the books next week, man. Matter of fact, I might go on Saturday.
Aggressive in your email.
Yo, they getting crazy aggressive in my email, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got y'all.
Jim, they like, Jim, where's the books, bro? Like, what's up? Is you ain't gonna give us our books back, bro?
That is hilarious.
It's a little wild, bro. A little wild.
So listen, don't forget today is Friday. We got our Bitcoin giveaway. So do us a favor, share this out. Share this out with some people who you think might want to win a couple of dollars. Where is Bitcoin at now, Jim? Do you know?
You know, I don't be looking 80 something. Yeah, you know I don't be looking, man. But it's up there. 80 something thousand.
I had a clip ready for Jim to talk about XRP, but I don't have it. So
I mean, it's trash.
You don't never want to talk about nothing else.
You might as well just put the trash bin on the screen.
Yeah, like I don't acknowledge that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing?
There's some people out here saying that XRP is the move, man.
I was watching a clip of the bull, one of the bulls who run Ethereum. He said Ethereum's price stagnation is due to the fact that Bitcoin Maxi is giving it a bad name. I was cracking the fuck up. I was like, damn.
Like, I mean, here's the way I look at that, right?
We can't get any price action because Bitcoin Maxis are giving us a bad name. They said it doesn't do anything. And I was
well, here's my thing. The fact that you can point and say one of the guys that runs Ethereum, right? That's a problem, right?
No, that's why I was laughing.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you could say that one of the guys that runs Ethereum, that's a problem right there, right? I mean, we shouldn't be able to have the person that runs
the ETF ain't twerking and doing the numbers they thought it was, and he was on there like, we can't get no action because the Bitcoin Maxis is slandering us.
I mean, that's all you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
It was funny. I just heard that term because I don't travel the Bitcoin / crypto spaces like y'all. And we was somewhere, and they was like, "Yeah, crypto this, crypto that." I was like, "Jim don't rock with crypto." They said, "Oh, he's a Bitcoin maxi." I'm trying to remember who said it. We was at an event somewhere.
Yeah, it's true.
You ain't denied it at all, huh?
No, I mean, well, see, I've had that term put upon me, right? I'm a freedom maxi, right? I'm an honest maxi, and what I mean by that is, you can call me whatever you want to, but I believe in spitting truth to power. And after thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours of research, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm a truth maxi, and the truth is, I want something that's truly decentralized. And also the one part that no one ever talks about, it's actually part of it, is the brand. Bitcoin is a brand. I was reading, CoinGecko had put out an article, and they said that they've covered so many thousands of coins, and like 90-something% of them don't even exist anymore. But there's value in the brand Bitcoin. sometimes people could be talking about something that's crypto. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like Clorox, right? You know what I mean? It's like that, right? So there's value in the brand, but beyond that, is this value in decentralization? There's value in not having a board. You know, no shots at XRP and Ripple, but it's value in not having anyone.
Shouts out to them.
It's value in not having anyone that can be brought to the judicial system and be taken to court, right? Because that's not a thing within Bitcoin. But anyway, with all that being said, though, man, we are going to have our giveaway later today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to our sister, Dr. Chaz, and they said that we color coordinated, which is funny because I told them that when we came on here, I was like, this was not planned. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kamari got the shirt
not planned at all.
Not at all. And by the way, this is called
hive mind. That's the hive mind, man.
This is called oxtail red. This is what this is called. But I digress.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, bro.
All right, so listen, I was traveling.
No, it's ox blood. It's called ox blood, is what it says on here. Ox blood. But I digress, though.
I was traveling the verse, and then I found this clip, and I thought about the Nate Gang when I saw this.
Fucker, no, motherfucker, no. Hell no. Hell fuck no. Hell fuck no. No, motherfucker. See, now, the deal with this right here, when I first met you, you know what I'm saying? You were going through something. And my job, I said, well, I help you get on your feet. But see, while I'm helping you get on your feet every so often, you know what I'm saying? The deal was, I'm going to get a chance to put you on your back, put you on your side, put you on your stomach. You see what I'm saying? And every now and then I put you down on your knee. So apparently, you know what I'm saying? You trying to goddamn renege on the motherfucking deal because the shit that you said you'll do, you don't kind of feel back from it. Now, when you came in, you came out the gate fucking. You know what I'm saying? You came straight up, you know what I'm saying? Doing your motherfucking thing. But now you done got too goddamn comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And so since either you get in line to fulfill the obligations that you said that you gonna motherfucking do, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get back out. You and your kid got to go. You know what I'm saying? And so,
hey, Kamari,
it's up to you. So I'm gonna give you 24 hours to decide what you want to motherfucking do. You know what I'm saying? And I can take, you know what I'm saying, your answer being no, as long as you got your shit and gone.
Hey, yo, Kamari, what you doing, bro?
See what I'm saying?
Listen, man, don't act like y'all not part of the Nate squad.
Nah, man, like, yo, you don't like being monetized.
That was like a 5-minute clip of boy just cussing and fussing.
Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
5-minute clip of boy just cussing and fussing.
Nah, man, what are you doing? Nate would never talk like that. What are you doing? First of all, you besmirching Nate for one. For two, that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket right now.
I don't understand how y'all protect and love Nate so much, man.
Yo, that's out of pocket, man. Yo, for those in the everybody in the chat, tell Kamar he out of pocket, yo. Every time Kamar say I got something for the, I mean, you go.
Yo, Kamar
underground.
Finding the wildest. When he say he be in the verse, my man be in the verse.
And see, this is why y'all can never believe him when he says that I spend more time in the verse than he does. He's way in there. I've never seen that video.
But listen, I found another video.
Right? I don't even know if we want to put that. I don't even know. I don't even know if we want to show this.
Hear me out. And this is Dr. Umar in response to what's going on in Michigan. And actually, this all relates to what Jimmy dropped today in the village. And if you're not in the village, you might have missed it. But Jimmy was talking about midnight ballerinas. I'd never heard of that term before. But it's a very interesting
midnight ballerinas.
Oh yeah, I did a video this week. By the way, a video dropped every day in the village this week. There was a video drop. Kamari was there a day. I was there Monday through Thursday. So we have been dropping content. But I did do a video a couple days ago. Wednesday it was about like midnight ballerinas and the economy with the midnight ballerinas. So
this is a direct correlation to that, right?
I haven't heard that term in a long time. Like, why is he dragging that term back up?
Honestly, I just heard about it. I never heard it before.
So in Jimmy's defense,
I never heard that.
But in Jimmy's defense, and listen, this is a rare occurrence that I'm going to defend Jimmy. He didn't come up with that term. The young lady used the term, and he just quoted her.
Yes, I was quoting someone.
That's an old school term that got brought back.
Okay. Corey been outside. I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, listen, bro. Oh man.
Okay, I'm just saying. But
never mind. Yeah.
Mine was in reference. It's
a recycled term, but I love it.
So mine was in reference to the economy and what's going on in that specific part of it, and how it can have an effect on us. So there's that.
And she was a midnight ballerina.
Yes, absolutely.
Who was a midnight ballerina?
The young lady
working at a midnight ballet.
Okay.
Yes, in Miami. So basically, Corey, the video is about a young lady who was a midnight ballerina, and she was talking about how she's at one of the most busiest clubs in Miami, but the money ain't coming in like it was. She was like, money.
That's people. The first time the economy is cracked.
Well, that's what the video was kind of about. Like she was saying that people just ain't
dead. Then
she was like, people ain't throwing no chicken,
and there ain't no money coming through there. This economy's dead.
Yeah, she was saying that people wasn't throwing no chicken. So there's that, man. Kamari got us all the way in the underworld to start the show. I
promise you on everything I love that's the very first sign that the economy is cracked, because people, when they got their vices and they not getting their vices, this economy is cooked.
They got problems. Listen, here, let me show y'all this clip real quick.
Hold on. Who is this? Dr. Umar Johnson, brother. I'm here for the head coach.
Sir, this is a private.
Private? Not when he's out here chasing snow bunnies on my taxpayer dime.
Excuse me?
Coach Reynolds, you can't lead young black men if you're spending your...
Shout outs to everything that's going on in Michigan.
Yo,
that great coach.
Never again tell me that I'm further in the verse than you, dog. Never again.
Hey, man, listen. Gotta enjoy.
Don't say that. Don't say that no more. That I spend more time in the verse than you, dog. You be in the verse.
I'm in and out of the verse, man. I'm in and out.
Here you go. Yo, by the way, y'all, I want to shout out everybody who left me all the feedback this week in the village and even on socials, man, because I had a great week, man. I was at West Philadelphia High on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Spitting truth to power to the youth there. You know what I mean? I was at an event. I got an award at an event last night, Core. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Award winning, Kamar. You gotta make sure you gotta make sure you got. I'm saying award winning. You gotta put some respect on my name.
We gotta put you on the Summer Jam screen. Hold on. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? No. I was just saying I got an award for.
Let me see the award, sir.
For community work last night, man. So you know.
Okay, congratulations.
Be right there. You know.
Be still for a minute. Opulent
Realty Group, man. It says,
and then it says Opulent Service Award.
Yes, Opulent Service Award for positive community impact. So
congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. So, but even beyond that, my highlight of the week was on Tuesday. My highlight of the week was on Tuesday. So I was in West Philadelphia High. They had this pilot program, where they have kids in this program learning real estate, and this teacher has them from grade 9 all the way through 12, and they bring real estate professionals in to teach them specific lessons, man. And it was like,
so did you tell them to get an LLC for each property they own?
That's exactly what I didn't tell them. But no, but yeah, you out of pocket.
I mean, that's the thing, y'all. That was
you out of pocket. But what I will say is, man, I was super impressed with the youngsters, man. Their questions, their ideas, the way they think about things, man. So I had an amazing week, and I can't wait to 2026, man, because we about to do even more. We already I was talking to Kamari the other day. I was like, yo, we got several events. Collegiate events, nonprofit events, all kinds of stuff coming up in January. So, it is what it is, man.
Listen, I might not make a lot of these things. I got tax season coming. I'm about to be
I get it, man.
Up under the desk.
I get it, man. But listen, man, the people got to get their food. So one of us will be out there.
Okay. Because I'm eating my food because, I'm hungry. Ribs touching.
Well, people got to get their food, man. We got to do what we got to do, man.
All right, so before we get into the main topic of the evening, let's speak to the peoples. What's up, Warren? I know we spoke to Dr. Chaz, but
Warren, what's good, Warren?
Coordinated. What's up, Anthony?
Ant was really good.
Bad Bunny.
Hey,
put your name back on there. Listen, I can't remember nobody's name unless it's up, man. I'm sorry. All right, the XRP pushers are financially illiterate. Ooh, more XRP slander.
Shout out to Steve. Steve said it, not me.
I made 2 sales and took BTC for the purchase. I was proud. Okay.
That's how you do it. Earn in BTC, right? You can save BTC, but you could also earn in BTC.
Ray Gunn, thank you.
Ray, what's good?
Thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate
Salute.
you. I only believe in 2 plays, Bitcoin and AI.
Get off my feet, baby boy.
Listen, I am not mad at you.
Hey, we can't start the family show like this.
See? That's Kamari, man. Kamari be underground, man.
I expected better from Kamari, but listen, let's be clear. Steve has fun slandering me, so can we really believe he really believed that?
Yes.
That statement.
Say what you want about Steve. Steve doesn't lie.
Okay.
Jamil, what's really good?
Trick economy in a recession. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. AI style. Yeah.
Listen, when the money is flowing, they know, GC? Right? Think about when Trump put that money in the streets where it went.
The crab legs.
Well,
sold out the whole country.
Whoa, that was a double. Kamari hit us with a quick double. He hit us with a quick double one time. Hit us with a quick double. Kamari, he mixtaped this real quick. He said it with the crab legs. That was a straight up double.
Split the meat. What up, Gerald? What up?
Gerald was really good.
What up, Khan?
What up, Khan? Khan was in the building last night. Kicking it. Khan was in there buying expensive ass drinks, but I digress.
All right, so Jacob, I'm gonna come back to that question. I'm gonna start. Let me say what up to everybody. Oh, you are the last. Okay. All right, let me go to that. I have a serious question in regards to the Rob Reiner situation. Would you spend 20 plus years being supportive of a child I don't know that word.
Whoa, he hit you with the SAT word. I mean, I can use context clues, but
insalubrious habits. How long you play the good Dr. Gator? I'll do it. I'll do it.
I tell you like this, man. Young boy was
insalubrious means detrimental to health.
That's being supported like that, man. And I can't say the people that supporting them are wrong. I just won't do it no more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, as a parent, you can't tell a parent to stop loving their child.
But I think that question actually goes perfectly with tonight's topic.
No, it absolutely does. That sets the table. And what I will tell you is, and from being transparent, I had an aunt who was on drugs, and my grandmother would to the day she left this earth would take up for her, take care of her, and all the different things. And she's always telling me you won't understand until it's your own. It's easy to judge someone from the outside, but
Yeah, man.
So I get that. I mean, that's someone that you brought into the world. That person didn't ask to be here, right? So
it's a part of you. It's a part of who you are. So
it's literally who you are.
To separate.
Yeah, it's literally a part of you. So man, rest in peace, Rob Reiner. That's a terrible situation, man. Life always isn't pleasant. But that's tough, man. It's tough.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's run this clip, y'all.
No point in leaving your children financial assets, liquid assets, fixed assets, if you don't properly teach them.
Right.
Point in case, I had a young lady. You ever heard those stories, Brandon, when people found out, hey, I had a distant relative I never met and had all this money? Mm-hmm. Lawyer reached out, said, hey, on your dad's side, you had a great aunt. She passed, and there's $25 million that's just been sitting there that you're now heir to. They're we'll do all the paperwork. We just want 5% of it. Cool. She come in. She said, hey, I want to buy a house. She said, by the time I'm finished, I have 20 million. She comes in, show me the paperwork. The house is 10 million. I said, we're not allowing you to buy a $10 million house.
Right.
No.
50% off top.
Oh, it was regularly 14. I'm getting a deal. No. Do you even know what it's going to cost you?
Maintain it.
To maintain it. And I'm and I had my wealth advisor, and he was like, look, I'm not telling you not to spend money. Take $1 million, blow it. He was like, I can show you how we can take this money and it will generate, I think at the time, he was like, it was going to generate for her $12,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, now your money won't grow, but you'll be able to live off the interest.
Yeah.
And this is how much. And he was like, and I'm going to tell you how I know you can live off that interest, because you're doing it now. And he was like, what can you do in a $1 million house that you can't, you can't do in this $14 million? And we finally told her, hey, we're not the company for you, because we're not in good faith. We can't let you do that. And in that moment, I also realized, okay, so it's not just good enough to leave the money. You have to leave the education.
Facts. And I want to give a salute to them. But real quick, before y'all reply to this, I want to show y'all something else. Now, our good brother Kill did a video. I thought that was really, really stellar. And sadly, Akil doesn't get the praise and the flow he deserves. But
yeah, he do. From us, he does.
From us, he always will. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
He always will, because I think the brother's spot on. But I think this goes spot with what he's talking about. But check this out real quick, y'all.
And this is probably the most important thing I'm gonna say tonight. It's about methodology. It's about the method. It's about, like, so you sit in the class and you're doing the problem is not relevant to your life. The problem had nothing to do with you and whatnot. But the way you solve that problem, the way you read it, decipher it, decode it, set up the equation, solve the equation, then what you do is you take that same method and apply it to something that you love. You apply it to something that you do care about. You apply it to something that goes on in your house, but you learn it in math and something that seems totally unrelated. Just like I use this this framework analogy, right? You go to Target, buy a picture frame. You buy the picture frame, it's got the stock photo in there. When you get home, you don't know them people. You don't put that up in your living room. Yeah. You take that picture out, you put your picture in there.
And apply it.
It's the same frame.
Right.
It's the same frame, but you putting different content into it. Put your own content into the same frame.
That makes sense.
That's how math is.
And I thought that was so appropriate for what the brother was talking about as it relates to leaving a legacy to people who are not educated. And we always talk about people aren't literate, math literate or reading literate. And that's a big problem that's going on, especially in our communities. But what did y'all think about the first clip?
So a couple things. My OG told me a long time ago, is not what you leave next generation, is what you leave in them. Pause. But it is true, right? Because you can't
hold on. Shout out to your OG.
You can't just leave. You can't just give him the things without explaining how things work, right? You know what I mean? If someone just hands you a car keys in a car and you've never driven a car, you don't know how it works. I mean, what are they doing? They're actually setting you up for failure. They're actually setting you up to hurt yourself. You'd actually cause more harm than good. Pretty much, right? So if you look at it in that context, you have to think about the fact that a lot of times we want people just to behave one way without ever taking them from the time they're young and bringing them up that way, right? You think people should just know better based on age. Life doesn't work that way. We are all results of everything that happens to us and that we learn from the day we're born until the day we are an adult. And even then you still continue to learn. But, it's always interesting when you watch a kid, right? I watch my nephew now who doesn't know anything about anything. He's learning. Everything is new to him. And when you think about that, you're like, man, he's never seen this. He's never seen that. And you think about how people end up by the time they're 21, 22. Like, we don't know what some people have seen. So I say all that to say, getting back to the main topic, when you talk about money, finances, and all that, you just don't wake up at 18 and have it all together, which is one of the reasons why we do our Saturday school. It's one of the reasons why we have our camp, because we believe that you got to catch the kids at a very young age and start having the conversations, even if they don't think they understand what's happening now, them hearing the vocabulary, them coming back to the camp again and hearing the vocabulary over, them learning new lessons and then applying it in life. By the time they get to be a young adult or an adult, they're going to say, oh, it's going to click to them eventually, right? So I know a lot of people, and I've had people in my family like this, where a kid turns 18 and they have all these expectations. Well, you're 18 now, you should be doing this. It's like, you ain't taught them that their entire life. What are we doing? So I think it's a great topic. Like I said, it's the reason why we do what we do. And the gentleman is spot on, man. And that story is crazy. Like, spending half off rip. Like, what happened to maintenance and taxes? That's a wild story.
Man, talking about maintenance. I'm not thinking about no maintenance. I'm not thinking about cutting no grass.
You got 25 million and you're going to spend 10 million of it on one house. That's
you imagine what the taxes are. The real estate taxes.
Man, listen.
Yo, I'm just thinking, like, that made my brain hurt. Like, because to think about the ramifications that $25 million could have for her family over a lifetime, over generations, and to watch, the brother talk about how, you know, her mindset on receiving that's like heartbreaking, kind of. You know what I mean? Like that's heartbreaking because that kind of lack of education, that kind of lack of knowledge, like she wasn't thinking about the community, her community, not even the community at large. Her community, she wasn't thinking about her community at all. Like, she's just like F them. They no longer like she transitive. You know what I mean? You know how some people are transformative. Some you like again, like me and Akil talk a lot. Some people are transformative and some are just transitive.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I give you the horns for that.
And she's transitive, you know what I mean? And this is something, man, you talk about. Everything is math, bro. Yes. Your whole life is a math equation that you walking around solving math equations all day. Because you walking around solving probabilities all day. What's the probability if I eat that I'm not going to be hungry? 100%. What's the probability that if I don't eat that I am going to be hungry? It's 100%. You know what I mean? Like you just walking around solving probabilities all
day long. I just told the kids in West Philly that I was telling them about like the idea of people not, you know, people telling me like, man, I don't know why they put me in algebra 2 and algebra. Like I ain't never going to use that.
Yep.
Right. And I was and I was giving them an example. I was like, how many of y'all want to like rent property? And I'm like, well, how do you determine the rent? Well, I said, you just did an algebra equation. It just hasn't been framed to you that way, but finding out how much someone's supposed to pay you in rent, and you know, that's algebra. Literally. And shout out to algebra too, because she's coming to Philly. I don't know if y'all mess with the algebra chick. She's super dope. Hey, she's gonna be a city winery, Kamari. You know what I mean? You know, I know that's your spot and all that.
That is my spot, indeed.
We might have to go to see algebra. Corey, you mess with algebra?
Yeah.
Wow, that's shocking. I thought I know you the king of neo soul. I thought you was gonna be, you know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like not somebody that I'm going to pay to see, but
hey, listen, man, I didn't mean to set us off on a tangent, but when I said algebra, I thought I just because I had just
you know what algebra is a niche kind of neo soul. You know what I mean, like, and it just don't hit home with me. I don't know why. Because
respect it. You know music what I mean? Like, music is subjective, bro. I was just asking.
No. Not bad at all. Not something that I'm going to go pay to go. You know what I mean? Like, if it's on, I'm not going to be like, cut that off. Like, cut that, you know, because, you know, I get this thing, cut that goofy stuff off. But
yes, you will.
I would never. You know what I mean?
Anyway, I didn't mean to set us off, bro. It was a quick question because I literally just read it like an hour ago that algebra is coming to City Winery. Yeah, it's like, oh man. Anyway,
so listen, I might go to see that. Also, Kendrick the Family Soul is going to be there. I was thinking about going to see.
Yeah, but they're going to be there New Year's Eve, bro.
I know, and I usually have, but I haven't seen them since.
Now I will go see. I will pay to see Kendrick. I've actually already paid to see Kendrick like 8 times.
Yep.
I love them. I would pay my full price just to see them sing Far Away From Here. Just the one song.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yep.
Listen, I seen them at the Dell at least 8 times.
Shout to them, man.
Here's the thing, right? Because I run into them sometimes in traffic. They are just as personable in real life that they come off as on their songs and their performances. Like,
I show you how much money Kamari be getting. He be running into folks in traffic. Like,
no, they was at our spot.
Yeah. Kamari be in them spots. He be in them bourgeoisie spots.
At our spot. That's where they were. Yeah, I want to put it out there because, you know, they got enough business already.
Shout out to them, man.
All right, most nouveau rich millionaires I know detest the houses that they upgraded to between upgrades, maintenance, and repairs, and not using the mad space. Correct.
Nouveau riche. Yo, hey, Jamil, do you remember that MLM called Nouveau riche? Tell me you remember that MLM, but I digress.
I know that term. I can't say what I know it from.
The term nouveau riche?
But it's funny, right?
It just means a new rich.
I mean, I know that, but I never associated with a company. But I want me a big McMansion, but I also know that I don't want big McMansion problems.
Man,
I like the idea of it, but then it's like the practicality of it, the functionality of it. It's like, I don't know.
Well, only way I would do that is if we decide to get like a 20-bedroom joint all together. You know what I mean? Like a family compound joint. But I don't. For me and my family, is if we, anything moving past 2,400 feet, 2,400 square feet, it's kind of like, who gonna clean all that?
Facts.
I mean, Kamari got like 5,000 square feet right now, so you kind of slandering him right now.
Put your deed up, man. I'll put my deed up.
Here you go.
Man. All right, enough of that. Let's not do that. We're not sharing any. Now that's family business that will not get shared.
Yo,
I would not allow you to share that on it. I will cut
my house. My house compared to Jim's is like a hovel. That's all I got to say.
Oh, here you go. You live in a. All right, I'm not getting into this with you, man, because you like to play the humble guy, man.
Because I am humble, but I mean, listen, you live in one of the richest areas in the Philadelphia area. I live in.
You don't even live in Philly. You live in the suburbs. But anyway, we are not talking about us right now.
I live in North Philadelphia.
All right, let's do our Bitcoin giveaway, man, because y'all about to go crazy, bro.
All right, so hold on. Anthony says I had a 24-year-old client who needed to get some documents notarized. Allegedly, his great grandfather willed him a chunk of land with oil rights in Mississippi. He only met him once when he was 9 years old. Wow. Talk about that royalty.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It sounds like he hasn't been prepared to do that. What happens if you're not prepared to inherit that?
So hopefully he better get ready so he can stay ready. That's all I got.
Listen, man, how many people have run into a chunk of money when you were younger and you weren't prepared for it? How many people can relate to that? Corey raised both hands, right?
Yeah, I know I can.
And that's what I'm saying. So sometimes, right, timing is everything, man. That's why I see a lot of people now.
You up on me when I had that money, bro.
I know.
We were sitting at a bar.
Yeah, Corey owned a whole bar, and at the bar was a bunch of midnight ballerinas. But that's either here or there.
Midnight ballerinas everywhere.
But so what I'm saying is, imagine inheriting a bunch of land with oil rights. Like, that's how people get taken advantage of too. I see it with real estate sometimes. I've had situations where people got willed pieces of property, and it's like, yo, this person is 19 and someone passed away and left them like 6 properties.
But the oil rights are a little different though, because usually they usually get leased out to an oil company. They pay a dividend or a royalty rather to whoever the property owner is, and they usually get it for a set period of time. So if they blow it in year 1, hopefully
it'll be back year 2,
and they'll get their mind about them to get off the crack and do right.
Here's what I'm saying though. They may sell the whole damn land and say take the rights with you, because I had a situation. The situation I'm talking about where the person is 19, they didn't care about none of that. They wanted to go to Missouri and get some Versace belts. They said, how could they came to me and mess up realty on Germantown Avenue? I need to sell all this. You know what I'm saying? I am trying to get some Versace. I don't care about these 6 properties. You get the 6 properties. I want Versace.
I mean, you know why they want a Versace though.
I'm dating myself at this point because
they want us at midnight. Some midnight ballerina.
I see you love that term, bro.
That was hilarious. Listen, I did have a math question, right? What's the probability if you go on enough $40 dates with midnight ballerinas, you'll go broke?
I mean, it's higher than if you don't. But then again,
there are infinite possibilities in that, depending upon your affinity for those $40.
But here's what I'll tell you.
dates.
Corey always says this: life is nothing but a math equation. Because the other math says, right, that if you don't do that, right, for some people, that's why you have to know yourself and you have to know your proclivities. Because
you might
for some people you
on $40 dates.
There you go. Relationship. Because you may get into a bad marriage in,
that's way more expensive.
Let's say now
there's not enough $40 dates that will make up for a bad marriage. Like, listen, I'm just going to talk about people we know. Let's just talk about what's the board, the Amazon board?
Oh, Bezos.
My man end up in a marriage and folded and had to end up giving up like $260 billion.
That's a bad example. She helped build that company with him.
But what I'm saying is,
but there's enough examples that are not Bezos.
Infinite amount of $40 dates for the same amount of money.
Yeah, it'll be hard to spend $260 billion on $40 dates.
About the relational part of it. We just
got you. That's true. That's a lot. That's a lot of $40 dates, Kamari.
He could have went on.
No, but it was no. But I asked the question though. I said, "What is the probability?"
No, the probability depends on the person. Because
but this is why. But this is why.
Money, then there's almost no chance to go broke on $40 dates.
But this is why I say, like, I try to say that the idea of creating a model is life, right? Because everything is about a model. Because now you add another variable in that. Where you live at. If you live in California, it could be way worse. You know what I'm saying? Than if you live, somewhere else, right? So anyway, I say all that to say it really depends upon the person. But to answer your question, just generally speaking, you would think that it's a higher probability of you losing your money.
There is a higher probability.
Because now to break it down even further, to get scientific with it, if you're only spending $40, that means you're dealing in a certain level of person, right? Because there's also $80 and $200 dates. Now, if you're going on a $40 date, no. I'm speaking. We're talking math here.
Everything.
No, it's math here. Shout out to my brother Akil Parker. We're talking about math right now. Here's why. If you're talking about a $40 date, that also means that you might be getting lined up and robbed, right? Because you're dealing with a certain type person. If you're spending $200,
places where $40 days happen, and bad things happen in those places.
Now, if you're spending $200, it's a little. So then everything is math. I think that's the point of this whole show, this whole conversation. We're using a wild example, but everything is math. Everything is about probability, right? Like, for instance, I was just telling y'all, like, one of my homegirls, like, just sent me a text, like, yo, come through I'm like, if I stay in the house tonight, the probability of something crazy happening is not the same as if I leave the house.
I would be spending a bunch of money tonight.
That too. Happy birthday to Felicia, because I know it's her party tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it because first of all, I'm on here. And also I'm not going by myself. So unless Kamari willing to come outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going. But
no, I'm about to get fleeced tomorrow morning, so I gotta go out and get some chimneys lined. So no.
Oh, you paying for it?
I don't have a choice, man. I got carbon monoxide through the yin yang.
Ooh, that's a hefty bill right there, dog.
Yes.
We gotta set up a GoFundMe for Kamari, dog, because he about to spend a couple racks.
Yeah.
About to spend some bread.
All right, but Jigga says my brother Dr. Emala briefly mentioned Akil last night, speaking the language of math and him being on the Wise Dawn podcast. Yep.
Yes, shout out to our brother Akil, man.
I'm glad, but I'm really glad more people are seeing Akil because Akil's super dope.
Yeah, that's our brother, man.
Algebra is the most used subject after my high school.
Lorraine, you are correct. And the funny thing is, I just think that it's not framed correctly because people use it and don't even realize they're using it.
I think probabilities are the most used, but I don't know if probabilities would be counted in algebra.
Probably. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore thee.
What up, Joyful? How you doing?
Hold up, you gotta do the dance too, man.
All right, Corey said, algebra who? Play me some West Side Gun.
What's funny is I can't even listen to West Side Gun because his voice, that screechy voice make me want to punch him in his face.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I love West Side Gun. Pause.
It was funny. I was just watching West Side Gun. I almost pulled that clip for tonight because he was talking about Jimmy's favorite artist that he loves to hate and how he's gotten bars from Jay-Z. But I put that to the side.
What? My favorite artist I love. Oh, you talking about? I don't love to hate Jay-Z. Jay-Z, I like Jay-Z. Sean Carter, I might have a problem with, but I like Jay-Z.
Yes, I love Kendrick. I love Kendrick.
Yes.
Yeah.
What up, Shavar? What up? I just say yes, I do. I almost joined the bull. I was going to sit. Was Chad
I got it. The boy I was going to sign up with, Chad Wade, was a top 5 dude, but he crashed his Cessna in return. Not too much longer, the company folded. I know exactly who you're talking about. So you know who he's talking about. Jamil was in these MLM streets, dog. Jamil, I don't know how many MLMs you were ever in, but anytime I randomly bring up one, you got a story for it. So Jamil might be an MLM legend, man.
Lorraine says that she's still almost a trillionaire. By the way, shout outs to her because
he said he's not she's.
He was talking about
but forget him. Shout outs to the ex-wife because the ex-wife gives mad bread to HBCUs.
She just gave Lincoln some chicken, so shout out to it, man.
Yep.
Yeah, she getting around. She getting them HBCU streets.
One of these YNs probably
spreading that chicken around.
All right, so Anthony says he wasn't ready, but he told me that in the will he was assigned a family lawyer who actually found him. The great granddad owned 114 acres between 4 heirs, including a great great grandson. Damn. Okay, grandpa. All right, so Warren Man says a bad marriage not only sets you back financially, it steals time from you building.
Man,
it could.
Fact.
But now, talk about the Bezos example. He always talks about like it ended right where they had to go their separate ways, but he always says he gives her credit. She actually helped him build. So he wasn't even mad at the money he had to give her because he recognized the fact that
Bezos,
I'm not talking about you
right about that being a bad example.
No.
I'm just talking about that amount of money.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what Warren is saying, right? So it could be set you back financially, but it could be the opposite in terms of helping you build. Because in that specific situation, she helped him build to the point where neither one of them got any worry about anything anymore. And in the same Bob Johnson, same thing. They both is getting to it now. So there are examples, and that's a question too from a financial standpoint. And maybe this is more of a relationship question, not really financial. But is it possible to build something? Is it possible to have a good marriage that ends in divorce? Like if you end up divorced, if you end up divorced, could the marriage still have been a good marriage?
Yes.
Yes.
People grow apart, right? And a lot of times, especially with marriage, people don't plan to grow together. Like that's a real thing. Especially when you got kids involved and so many other things. Like it can be hard, it's challenging.
And it's really a financial question because in situations like that where they helped each other build and then they split and they're both still doing well because of whatever they built together, they both were able to take and do this. I think that's kind of it's kind of powerful, right? I got you. Now I want to finish this thought though before I read Anthony's question, right? It's a comment. I got you. But the idea that you can end up in divorce and still an actual positive marriage. Yes. I just want to know what y'all thought about that. All right, so Anthony says former Michigan coach Jerome Moore wishes he could have had some $40 houses. Listen, he probably would have saved himself a lot of money and a lot of embarrassment.
Whole lot.
You know what I'm saying? So, Shavar says yes too, that you can have a successful marriage that doesn't go the distance. It's always weird to me when I see people that be like in their mid 70s and they've been together like 50 years and they be like, we getting divorced. It's like, y'all might as well just hold on. Yeah. Like it's only so much. Yeah. It's only so much y'all got to go, dog. Y'all about to be, if anybody asks you, y'all about to go up yonder. So it's like, where are you going? Yeah, that song will be playing pretty soon. So
boys, the end of the road, man.
By the way, Jim.
Yes, sir.
I saw the young lady who sung at my father's service.
She's a legend.
And I didn't know who she was at first. She was like, yeah, I was at your father's service. I was like, who are you? She was like, I sung there. I was like, oh, snap. I said, Jimmy talks about you all the time.
Yeah, she went crazy. She went crazy. And then she killed Yonder. Like, because first of all, it's not a black funeral if Yonder doesn't get like sang. Like, so that's
Listen, man, you was at my aunt's funeral. Listen, there's not many songs that I know church songs, but that going up, like
that's that yo. Listen, first off, I want to say this, and I want to be respectful when I say this, right? I mean, I never like to go to someone's homegoing service because obviously you lose someone and you go to their homegoing service, which is never a good thing. However, when people go crazy on that song, though, like yo,
it's a different feeling, bro. You crying and laughing and smiling all at the same time, man.
The young lady at Kamari's Pops joint, dog, she was killing it.
Guess what I found out?
What's that?
That was her first time singing that live.
Seriously?
Dead serious.
First of all, where are you hanging at that you just randomly running into singers? Like, you hear this? This is the second singer that he just randomly ran into. Like, are you producing music on the low that we don't know about?
I always wanted to be a producer. I love music. But no, I went to our holiday party that you couldn't attend because you were too busy in the streets.
Listen, man. Listen, man. I have been outside, but it's also a lot of holiday parties, bro. I didn't realize that,
It's always a lot of holiday parties.
I'm about to start joining some of them joints, at least a few of them joints.
It's only so many I can get to, bro. Like, I gotta pick and choose.
You got one body and multiple places to be. Like, you gotta try to split yourself.
So shout out to our brother Tyrone. I was talking to him early today. He was telling me how Jordan Harris had his holiday party last night. He said, and what was wild is Isaiah Thomas had his right across the street. He said, so the whole night, people just like running back and forth across the street. He was like, including Jordan and Isaiah, going to each other, trying to support each other.
I mean, like, it's funny. Have you ever been to like a lot of election night parties, Jim?
I've been to some. I wouldn't say a lot though, but I have been. Because listen, I used to be a committee person, so I've been to a lot of election.
But you know, that's a thing. They do that a lot of times intentional, especially if they're cool, and so they can mix and mingle the crowds. So yeah.
Yusuf, what's good, man? You got a fresh hairdo? Like, what's going on? Yeah, okay, I see you.
Look at the young king. Look at the young king.
He got the fresh joint.
You just want to be with Pops.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. This is the
family. Grizzly, and you see how he look.
Yeah, he got a fresh one, man. But yeah, man. So that's a Shavar answer, but I want to know what the rest of y'all think. Is it possible to have a successful marriage that ends in a divorce? All right, so Kamari is Teddy Riley in the building. Yeah, like it's mad random.
Man, Teddy Riley is one of my favorite producers. I don't think people really realize how much Teddy has moved the culture, not just in hip hop and R&B. Shout out to New Jack Swing.
I mean, he's part of 3 platinum groups. I don't know if anybody else can say they're part of 3 platinum groups.
All right, that's what
although Kamari be hating on Blackstreet, but anyway, Eddie. So yes, it's possible.
Listen, that's a complicated situation because old boy, who I was a major fan of, is such a pedo now. Damn. But
I said Blackstreet. I didn't mention the pedo group.
But I don't even talk about Blackstreet. I talk about Guy.
Because you hate Blackstreet for whatever reason. You do not. And I was listening to Blackstreet yesterday, and I'm like, Blackstreet got slaps.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
I was such a Guy stan.
Right? Oh, one of those joints.
And then it was like, damn, why would you leave? Why would you leave Guy to go to these dudes?
Because he didn't want to be around pedo.
But then you find out when you listen to pedo, it makes sense. And then pedo be talking trash about Teddy, like, yeah, it's crazy.
Listen, man, this is actually a Black wealth story, right? I'm gonna tell you why it's a Black wealth story. Because one of the things we always teach in the village is the idea of upping your skills, right? You talk about investing in all these different products and assets, but upping your skills is the best investment you can make. And I've seen this play out in the music business multiple times where when you invest in your skills and you have a certain skill set, you can just move away from toxic stuff, right? And then he just give you the example of Teddy Riley. But I remember when Dre like told Suge, take everything, I'm gonna go over here, right? Because he knew he had the skills. And what did he do? He got Eminem, 50, and just built multiple times, right? From the NWA era to like, then the Suge and Snoop era. And was like, all right, I'm off that. Now I'm going over here. Yep. The one thing that traveled with him was his skill set. So if you look at Teddy Riley,
skill set, it was the skill set and the confidence, right? Because you can have one without the other sometimes.
This is true. But think about Teddy, right?
I agree with
Teddy. Teddy was in a platinum group, right? With Rex and Effect. They had a platinum album. And he wasn't feeling what was going on there. So Teddy moved several times, but what Teddy took with him each time, and then at one point Teddy was like, you know what, I'm just gonna produce for everybody else. He got the skills.
Check maybe 1, 2, 3. Well, check.
Listen,
check.
Guy, Blackstreet, and Rex and Effect. Like my man was out there.
Hey yo, by the way, side note, you know who helped produce Rex and Effect song? And he did the drums and was an early producer, ghost producer in that song.
Rodney Jerkins.
No. Pharrell, he was one of Teddy's like interns, like
yeah. Because it's funny, Teddy wound up moving to Virginia and he was flat broke.
Yeah, he set up shop.
He wound up hooking up with Pharrell and them. Yeah.
And what did he have when he went to Virginia? He had no money, but he had one thing:
skills and confidence. Yep.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. So I said to say, I don't care what you do. If you're a chef,
you know what's funny about that? And my Teddy Riley story is way out in left field. My roommate, when I was in the military, his mom was dating Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley was broke, but my roommate's mom was like this from Texas and like this timber magnate. And if you know anything about Texas, there's a lot of people in Texas. They got a lot of timber money, like knocking down trees and cutting up trees. They make if you think oil is big, timber is right behind oil as far as millionaires in Texas. And his mom was like a timber, one of them people. I don't even know what they call, but
okay.
And Teddy Riley was dating her, and so I actually met Teddy Riley while I was in the military through my roommate.
Shout out to Teddy Riley though.
I would have never met Teddy Riley.
Yeah, but that's the black wealth thing in terms of this like upping your skills, right? So if you're a teacher, you probably can, Corey talks about being able to get jobs because he's a black teacher, and then they're, always looking out for black teachers. I
teach things that nobody else wants to teach, so I'll never not have a job.
So my point is, no matter what you do, for those watching, and if you're in the village specifically, like whatever skills you have, keep working on your skills, getting better and better, and that's how you add value, man. I was just sharing with Kamari before we came on. I asked him, did he hear about like Charlemagne got a new contract, right?
Oh yeah, we supposed to
Charlemagne the God, right? And the thing is, he's built his brand, he built everything over a long period of time, and and I remember the Dame interview where Dame was criticizing him for being an employee and doing all those things. I was like, I saw, not that I'm a pocket watcher, but I low key am. That's my, one of my favorite pastimes is watching pockets. But
I think if you're a money nerd, you're automatic pocket watcher.
Absolutely. Okay. All right.
You can't help it. And you're not judging, but you can't help it.
And you can't. I'm a chatty Patrick, so I'm a chatty Patrick. So his deal's for $200 million. I think it's either 4 or 5 years, but it's 200 M's.
5 years.
5 years, 200 million. So this is also further proof.
Brother, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. But it's also proof when people be like, man, you gotta be an entrepreneur. I'm like, okay, give me this. You keep the stress. You keep the stress in front of infrastructure and give me this. Y'all keep that stress and give me this.
Yeah, I don't really I ain't gonna lie, I don't really mess with boy like that, but I like.
Hey, listen, that's a black man. That's a black man getting a check. And one thing I do know, and he put people on too.
He did,
right? That's what I was about to say.
And so I only really, it's kind of, I don't like him because of, I know one of the people, and I don't want to say this person's name on here because then I'm gonna have to really fight him when I see him in the streets. Like,
I already know who you're talking about,
and literally punch him in his face.
That's Kamari, man, not mine.
No, it's not. It is not.
And so, like just by default, I don't like the bull. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not because of anything he's ever did to me. And really, I know he a troll, so it's not really what he be saying because I know he be trolling.
I don't even think he does that anymore. I honestly, like, I think he's a different person now than he was in the past. Yeah, I could actually see his growth.
Trolly Massimino, like my man.
Oh, absolutely. He served troll house cookies every day, but I get that, right? Yeah, he practiced trollduggery. Yeah, I get all the things, right? But I can see the growth in the brother Pauls. So, salute to him for that, man. I want to get to this comment by Lorraine though, because I didn't know that.
Hold on, but yeah, I want to get to that. But I gotta ask y'all a question. If Charlemagne come to us with a bag to get on Black Effects Network, we going to what?
I mean, it's gonna be a conversation. Like, what does it encompass?
I always gotta have a conversation, bro.
Can I serve?
For something?
Can I serve the community? Because all I want to do is serve the people, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There's certain bags that I'm not taking.
Nothing can ever stop you from serving the people, though. So I don't understand why that would even be a conversation.
There's certain things that will ruin your reputation with the people that you're trying to serve that I just will not do.
I want to get into this comment from Lorraine. It says Toni Morrison is the reason Mackenzie Scott's donation.
Yeah, she was a professor.
I didn't know that. I was wondering. See, my mind goes somewhere else. I said it probably was
you thought she was in her trick bag.
Yeah, I thought a YN knocked the Mario coins out of her or something. No. So I didn't know what was going on.
Toni Morrison student at university.
I had no idea. That's super dope. That connection is super dope. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You knew that, Kamari?
I didn't, but Toni Morrison is super dope with all the books she's done. I love watching Toni Morrison's books. I
actually heard her say that in the interview when they was breaking up. So that's the only reason I knew.
But see, look, this is further proof that professors matter, though.
It is
professors and representation, right? Because had she not been in that spot, she wouldn't have been able to influence that lady.
Man, educators in general matter, man. Because I've had some amazing educators that poured into me, and Paul's that I just so they matter, and I didn't know that story. That's just further proof of that.
I gotta look that up. All right, so Anthony says I don't know because I haven't been married yet. I just think you cut losses and relieve the stress. I'm a huge believer of black love and marriage, 100%.
You never getting married if you don't want no stress, bro. There's stress involved. You just not getting married because if you don't want no stress, you just not getting married, bro.
It's about finding a person that's worth dealing with the stress.
Yeah,
there you go.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but Jimmy just tried to give you a PC thing. But what was the common thread? There's still stress. Right.
I'm just saying, we
don't want you to be delusional.
The thing about it is, you're not getting in no relationship without stress. You're not getting in no relationship that's going to be worth anything without some kind of stress.
Fax me that. You know what I'm saying? Even your one night marriages, Anthony. Your $40 holidays. There might be some stress involved, beloved.
The one night marriages is a funny ass line, bro.
That's a biblical time, Jay.
The one night marriages.
All right, so Anthony says, I agree. Corey Timber is big money.
All right, CTG is a business owner as well and got way more chicken and teeth than Dame.
Well, it's funny. He's more of an entrepreneur, but yes, he definitely got more money and more teeth than Dame. The slander is all 1,000 right there.
You know, it's funny because I think about that, right? And I think me and you have had this conversation before, Kumar. When you talk about like the Dame approach versus the Jay-Z approach, and then you juxtapose that to say the Joe Budden approach versus the Charlamagne approach, and how they both work, and they both have negatives and positives, and there's different hurdles for each one. But I kind of see the analogy between those two things, where Dame wanted to be like, independent. And like aggressively independent, and Jay was like, I'm going to partner with these folks that got the bread, because first of all, that's managing risk, and I could still get the bag in a different way.
But I also think, and listen, I'm a fan of Jay and Dame, even though Dame be doing wild stuff. Dame also became a liability. Nobody really wants to talk about that. And you know what?
I mean, people do talk about that. People said that a lot.
But I was going to say, that dude need intensive therapy. Can you imagine how it feels to be out of $1 billion play?
No, I can't. Right. But I guess the point I'm making is there's two different ways to skin a cat, and it's about what really works for you and what you can sustain long term. Let me ask you this question. Looking at those two approaches, right, where you are like completely independent, right, and you have like the different hurdles that come with that versus the partnership side. Which way would you rather take?
I don't know, because I do feel partnerships are like marriage. And in order for me to ever get married again, it's got to be ordained by God. Black Jesus will have to come and anoint me and say, you got to do this. But,
okay.
I mean, in theory, I believe partnerships have the greatest potential in theory. Like if you look at Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, there's others, but like partnerships are a great thing. But but
I'm talking about in terms of scaling your business, right? In terms of like the two approaches we're talking about. Like, so for instance, we talked about the Jay and Dame, and you see how they operate, but also like when you look at Charlamagne versus say like a Joe Budden, right? Where Charlamagne has a partner in iHeart where he's running, they get a percentage, but he gets a bigger percentage, and they partner. Where Joe Budden
they're also putting up the bread too.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. But it's a whole different approach, right? And I guess what I'm saying is they both work. But what would you want to do if you look at those two approaches? Would you rather, just looking at the business model, forget the people and how you feel about them personally, but looking at the business model, what do you think would make more sense for you?
For me, I probably would have to go alone.
Okay.
Only because of how I'm built. But I do recognize I would love to do partnership. You get to split the labor, split the task. However, egos always get the egoing, and so then it becomes crazy. And I'm sure I'm part of that egoing factor too. So I'm just being.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but since you said it,
why do you have to say pause?
No, I didn't say pause. I said I wasn't going to say it, but since you said it, I'm talking about your inflated ego. That's why I was, But,
oh wow!
You said it, not me. I didn't say it. I don't even think you.
I didn't say inflated ego though. But
all right, maybe I added a word. But you just talking about your ego.
I'm probably one of the most humblest people you know, Jimmy. But it's okay. It's okay.
I don't know about that.
Okay. All right. It's all good.
Yo. Let's do our Bitcoin giveaway, man. We've been here for an hour, man.
All right. So listen, we need taking direction from Corey, being humble. We need a hashtag, y'all. We need a hashtag. What's tonight's hashtag?
Oxblood. That's the color of this shirt here, man. Oxblood. Man. We rocking Oxblood tonight, man. But no, what is a good hashtag for this evening show? What did we talked about? We talked about educating the youth. We talked about Teddy Riley. We talked about the difference between the what you pay for your date. We talked about
$40 dates.
We talked about Anthony and marriage. We talked about Charlamagne's new contract.
We talked about Umar going to Michigan.
Kamari started the show with something that I don't know where he was going with that. Where OG was, But so anyway, with that being said, what's a good hashtag for our giveaway? By the way, if you do win, I'm saying this because we've had winners that have still never sent me their lightning address. You know what I mean? But you have to be in the village. You have to be in the village to win. And when you win, you go to the village. And by the way, you join the village by going to blackwealthrebels.com. Everybody should be in the village because we drop content every day in the village. I don't know if y'all know that now, but we getting busy. All right, so we got hashtag Midnight Ballerina. We got hashtag education. Yo, also shout out to my brother Kamari, man. He does his ego may be out of control, but the brother puts in work. He dropped the end of year checklist, he dropped a whole book there today, man. So go check out what Kamari put in the village, man. So
all right, so Jigga says thoughts on Michael Beach.
Ooh, hashtag math
from Soul Food. That's Mr. Darnell from Soul Food. That's the one who cheated on the cousin, living with his current and ex-wife for the sake of their younger child. He's 63, and the kids and the ex are in their 20s.
Yeah, the kids he has with his ex-wife. I know exactly what he's talking about. I've seen it.
I think it's dope. Honestly, I think it's dope.
The reason why I never really cared about relationship advice or relationship content and stuff like that is because you gotta do whatever works for you, man. Like that's
that situation family. Works for his family, then that's what he gotta do.
Stop being PC, y'all. Like
it's not that's not a PC.
It's not PC.
It's PC. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have and I'm talking about me, right? My parents separated and they did a lot of fuck shit and they put me in the middle, right? This man and these two ladies were able to put all that BS aside and say, yo, we gonna come together and it's gonna be for the benefit of the children. So from a community standpoint, you gotta give it up. That's dope.
You're speaking from your own trauma. That works for them. That may not work for everybody else. If they have a top, hear me out. Can I speak?
It's dope.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that works for them. What if they had a toxic relationship where they can't stand to be around each other, right? Sometimes
and you still living in that house.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to part ways. That might be what's best, right, for everybody involved. What I'm saying is the reason I never get into this stuff is because everybody has their own life experiences, and everybody has to do what works for them, right?
When you come back and you put all the egos aside, if you go to ego, and you say I'm going to do what's best for the family. Like let's highlight that.
But sometimes knowing what's best for the family is going your separate way.
No. Here's the thing. A lot of people can't heal. A lot of people need therapy, and they won't do it.
Everybody needs therapy. But with that being said,
right?
And the one thing I'll tell you about therapy,
do what's best for the family.
And one thing I will tell you about therapy, who's been in therapy? Sometimes your therapist will tell you it's best if you go your separate way. That may be what helps you heal. So correct. I say that to say that coming together and figuring that might not be what's best for everybody. If it is, it is.
But they went their separate ways, and then they were able to come back and then live together and cohabitate. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying you got to give it up for that. That's dope.
No, we already acknowledged it's dope, but we're saying that also is what works for them. It may not work for everybody. Like we got to be honest about that.
Steve, what's the Joe Rogan effect? Are you talking about the
Charlamagne's contract, like all the big content, the big contracts within the content space.
Charlamagne was definitely a troll. Yeah, he thought a woman he'd suck a fart out of her butt. So yeah, he's definitely a troll.
Yeah. So, because I see sometimes, man, where I listen, growing up in the environment I grew up in, I've seen people like who did get divorced and all that, and I've seen people co-parent in great ways. I've seen it negative ways, but I've also seen spaces where it was best for them to go their separate ways because them fighting and being in front of the kid is not a good thing, right?
But here's the question. In those spaces, what's the key? What's the major factor?
What's the major factor?
Yeah.
I mean, I know what you. It all depends upon each situation.
The major factor is ego.
No, not necessarily.
Listen, man, I'll tell you this. This is
if two people grow apart, to your point earlier, two people grow apart and they just do not get along. I'm not gonna like ego has nothing to do with me trying to force myself to get along with someone who we're just in two different places. Not in two different places.
If we on two different time frames, it's always the friction in there gonna be too heavy.
Yeah, like forget the ego part. Like I could swallow my pride and my ego,
listen,
but
if I'm on Go Now and you on Turtle Time, we gonna be in friction constantly.
What is there? They're not together though. They just cohabitate. They just cohabitate. That's it.
All right,
That's
man.
it.
You want people to stay together for the sake of the kids.
No, they're not together. They're not together.
No, you want people to stay.
No. I'm saying they were able to move past the differences. They were able to move past the differences. And
some people aren't though.
I got that, but what?
And it's not always ego. It's not always ego though.
It's trauma. Ego and trauma are not the same thing.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Corey.
Ego and trauma are not the same thing.
Thank you, Corey. They're not. Not.
We can debate that.
No, we can't.
There's nothing to debate about. They are two different things.
That is my realm of specialty. We are not debating that.
There's no ego and trauma are not the same thing.
They're not the same thing. They're not even. They don't even come from the same place.
Okay, I disagree, but okay. All right,
you're wrong. You can disagree all you want to. You're wrong, though.
I'm absolutely right, but that's your
ego. Go to your AI and ask AI and let AI answer you.
First of all, AI is. I'm talking to Jim Corey. Corey, I never slander you. I'm slandering Jimmy. You're out of.
You're trying to say you're slandering Corey. You're slandering Corey through me.
No, I'm not. No, never slander Corey. He's with the babies. All right, Joyful says he has a pass with the SE folks. SE being South Carolina folks too. So I hear you, Corey. All right. Thank you for the marriage advice, fellows. I'm taking notes. I'm dating a young lady who's very special to me. I got some decisions to make. I don't mind dealing with the stress with her.
Hey, man, then you might be able to get married.
Kamari, by the way,
go ahead, Jim.
According to AI, ego and trauma. No, according to AI, ego and trauma are not the same thing. Ego is your self-system of worth, which has nothing to do with the overwhelming wound that is trauma. I'm just going about, but I digress.
Okay, so can we add some context and detail because you're going to try to use that?
No, because what you're trying to do is connect things that aren't connected.
I can literally tell you where in the brain those things activate because that's what my training tells me.
To everybody,
ego and trauma do not come from the same place.
I didn't say they came from the same place. I said they travel in the same streets though. To everybody, check the village.
Yo, what are you talking about? Kamari will never say I'm wrong. He'll never say I'm wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
That's your ego, and that is your ego.
I'm trying to read this. I'm worried about the people. You're being rude. To everybody, check the village. I get new videos back there. Spending my weekend back there to catch up with some hot dogs, I guess. Salute, gentlemen, for your unselfishness and accountability to each other.
No, Jim. No, Jim. No.
No, I'm not going there. I'm saying he just slandered Jamil. He low key slandered. See, Kamari be sending shots low key.
Slander nobody.
You said catch Jamil up, I guess, with some hot dogs. Like, yo, that was uncalled for. You could have let that go, bro.
His breath when you're talking.
Yeah. Come on, man. That was uncalled for, yo. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Hashtag midnight ballerina.
I like midnight ballerinas with a hashtag, man.
All right, and check that end of year financial checklist. Yep. Thank you. Hashtag
Lorraine, this is what I'm saying, Lorraine. That's why I said every situation is different, man. Every situation is different. People got their own experiences, and if there was DV, you know what I'm saying, if there was like some infidelity, whatever, so yeah, man. And everybody does need therapy, by the way. And Kamari got to stop sending shots at people on the low, man.
No, I think I'm the one. If we go back in the archives, I think I was the one who said everybody needs therapy. I agree with that 1,000%.
Huh?
Everybody does need therapy. That's not a shot. That's real.
What are you talking about? I didn't say that was a shot. I said everybody needs therapy. And on another note, you got to stop slandering people.
Oh, I didn't hear the other note. I thought you just ran it all together in one quick sentence.
No, sir.
All right. So how many sats is $25 today, Jimmy?
28,000 something. Jamil put it up there.
Yeah, he just had it up and took it down, man.
Right there. 28,365.
Yo, Ed, stop trying. Ed, chill. Ed, trying to keep it going, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hey, I'm chilling, man. Listen, Corey is a specialist. I believe in specialists, especially black specialists. Corey spoke, so I'm going by, so I'm leaving it alone, man.
Yo, man, I do behavior modification. So when you're talking about ego and trauma, I know. I
listen, bro. I know you. I know.
15 years dealing with.
I do ego modification too, man.
Yo, Kamari, listen. Here's what I tell you about ego. Here, I'll tell you something about ego real quick, Corey. Kamari will never say, "Yo, I was wrong." Right?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
He will never say I was wrong. Yo.
That's a lie.
He won't very often say.
I say I'm wrong all the time.
Because I've heard.
Okay, I'll go with that. He won't very often say it. He'll keep playing around. He'll play word games and try to connect things that aren't connected. It's like a DirecTV commercial. If you do this and you do this and you do this, then it can.
Come on, man.
He said first he said it's the same thing. Then he said it travels
together.
It travels on the same street.
They are like the same thing. Yes. Old schools. Can I read this, y'all? Old school stay together. Sometimes, no matter what, for better or worse.
But there's reasons why they stay together. Now that
most of it was financial. Yes,
that was trauma based because the women didn't have an opportunity to do. Like man, the reason why your mom and your grandma stayed together up until the 1970s is because women couldn't own houses or credit cards or any of that until like the mid 1970s.
As an aside, your president is trying to bring that back. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Listen, there's a lot of things going on right now with the president and Congress.
I mean, outside of the fact he put his name on the Kennedy Center, it's already up there, by the way. It's on the wall.
He took Kennedy name up, put his own.
No, it's just called the Donald J. Trump and Kennedy Center now.
What?
Listen, it's not a thought. It's actually up there right now. So that's either, but y'all can Google this real fast. The idea of women needing men to co-sign for like loans and things, like he's trying to bring that back. Like this is we really watching what's that Hulu show where they strip all the women's rights?
No, but it's like the Twilight Zone to me.
Let me tell you the name of the show.
All right, so Joyful said yes, Corey, ego and trauma are not the same. So she's agreeing with Corey. What up, Nicole? Nicole, is that a new profile pic or is that AI? What's going on there? Look at Mighty Sharp, lady.
That's it. Thank you, Steve. Oh, yeah. She. I see Nicole. I see you fishing out here.
She got the lay down. She got the.
Yeah, Nicole out here fishing right now.
How the girls in the hood used to call it the Dominican. She got the Dominican.
That's it right there. Thank you, Steve. The show I was referring to is The Handmaid's Tale. He's trying to bring The Handmaid's Tale to real life. I don't know if y'all saw that though.
It's trauma about an ego based though. One fish, two fish, nigga. Yeah, he trolling us.
He paused you because you was talking about the glitch.
I know. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, man. All right, hashtag math. I think math has got it, y'all. I think it's got the most votes.
Okay, math works for me too, man, because life is a big math puzzle.
Yeah, he's trying to bring it back and change the age of consent to 10. I ain't see that part.
I didn't see that. That's wild.
I ain't see that part.
That's wild.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that part, man. Because that right there, man, that's a sore spot for me, man. I'm about to say something that might get me marked for FBI clearance, man.
All right, Nicole says new picture, not AI. All right. Jimmy, I always know what you're trying to get. Great minds think alike. I guess that's why me and Kamari always at odds. Number love, baby.
Shout to Steve, man. Steve Virginia. Shout to Steve, man.
The president is also trying to make it that married woman can't vote.
You know what's going to happen, right? Women are just going to stop getting married.
Bro, that's already happening now.
I'm just saying. But if you say married women can't vote, women are just going to get divorced or stop getting married. You're not going to create a situation where women are not going to vote. They're just going to stop getting married. That's not. I mean, more power to women.
Here's what I'll say, Corey. That's what you think will happen, man. But we in the twilight zone right now, yo.
And listen, if I would love for white women to do that so that our votes can have more power. Go ahead and get married.
All right, my sister and brother-in-law were married
52 years.
Yeah, shout outs to them.
Wow.
Are they not getting married anymore intentionally? Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, my man got the Warrior checks coming
1776 for the check. Yo, that is the craziest dog whistle in the history of the world.
What about y'all hear about the Patriot games?
Wait a minute.
Yo,
what does that mean?
Yeah, he's trying to get people to sign up like one of very Jones. Like, yo, this dude is wild.
Yo,
what is 1776? I don't understand.
He said he's going to send everybody a check for
$1,776.
So
you know what 1776 is, right? The centennial.
Oh, okay.
Also, he created his own. He created his own Hunger Games. It's called the Patriot Games. You hear about that, Kamari?
I did not.
Yeah, the Patriot Games, where he's going to have, it's almost like his own Olympics, but it's people just within the states. Every state gets a male and a female representative, and they're going to compete, at games. But
so where's District 12 going to be?
Yeah, I have no idea. Probably Kentucky, if you ask me, but I digress. No shots, y'all. No shots. I want no mail from nobody in Kentucky. I'm just being funny. I have, no shots. Outside of whiskey, though, what does Kentucky actually contribute? Never mind. Let me shut up.
NCAA champions.
Oh boy! All right, so.
Oh, I didn't see that, Steve. I saw the 503A accounts that are coming out in 2026, where every kid will be given $1,000. But you said Robin. Yeah, Robinhood is matching it though. Okay, Robinhood, that was actually pretty smart of them from a marketing standpoint.
Marketing, yeah. I didn't see that.
Because why wouldn't I put my kids' joint there if I know if you don't give me a bean, $1,000, they're gonna match it. Like, why would I go over to here? I mean, everybody else gonna have to like match that, right? Everybody, like, if I'm Schwabbing them, I can't just let all the accounts go to one person. You would think, right? You might get a lifelong customer, yo. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, yo. You gotta, and they gotta say it got a vest, like you gotta leave it here within an X amount of time, right? Why wouldn't you go to Robinhood?
Game theory, I'm sure somebody will match that.
Somebody gonna have to.
I'm sure somebody's gonna match that. All right, let's get ready to rumble. Hashtag math is how you enter in the contest today to win the Bitcoin.
Ready to rumble.
$25 of sats.
In this, so I think, Lorraine, the idea is you're not even able to use it 18 plus years. It's supposed to grow from the time they're born, and I don't think they get access to it for a period of time.
I mean, but listen, $1,000 at birth for 18 years, 20 years, compounded, right? Ooh, that's going to be lovely. That's going to be lovely.
Well, now imagine getting 2,000.
Yeah.
Because you went to Robinhood.
Yeah.
If I'm Fidelity and all the rest of them, they got to be on meetings, right? They probably on Teams calls right now. Like, nah, we can't have this, doggy.
So Michael Dell's giving an extra $250. Yeah, Michael Dell and another billionaire just joined in.
They trying to save their lives. They know we about to revolt against billionaires. They're like, no, hold up. I'm a cool billionaire. Here goes some more chicken. This is another reason why Warren Buffett is the GOAT.
Ray Dalio.
This is another reason why Warren Buffett is the GOAT, because Warren Buffett has somehow made $1 trillion and got people thinking that he's, not like the rest of them. Like, no, he cool. Like, he the only billionaire people like.
Well, he's also the one who's giving a lot of it back. I mean, he's not the only one, but.
Nah, man.
Listen, Steve Ballmer.
They be giving it back through these foundations and stuff, where basically they just running the money through their own shit. Where they basically just offset
the giving pledge is not that though. It's something else. But
but that's a pledge. That's a pledge to give most of it back later. He ain't give it back yet. And even beyond that, Steve Ballmer gives away so much money. Steve Ballmer gives away so much money that and first of all, Steve Ballmer, talk about white privilege. He was on you see him on that podcast and he was talking about the money he get. He was on matter of fact, it was acquired. I mean, he was on Acquired.
Was that when he dropped how much dividends he gets?
Yeah. He was like, I give away billions. He was like, my Microsoft stock alone pays me $5 billion in dividends, so I just give it away. I was like,
did he say billion?
$5 billion a year in dividends is what he said he gets from right. So he was like, so if I give away $5 billion, I guess I'm at zero, right? I just gave away what I got in dividends. I was like, you talk about privilege and just like,
Yo, people be wilding, bro.
Yes, they do. All right, we got 12 entries.
Concentrated wealth is crazy in this country, yo.
Yo, so
concentrated wealth.
The richest 60 people in this country have more wealth than all the rest of the people in this country combined. So this is why. So I wrote a post about I'm gonna say about 6 weeks ago, about why the system is coming to a grinding halt. It's because there's not enough. There's not enough action in the system, because when you have concentrated wealth, no matter how much money they spend, it's only 60 people spending money, and the system depends on lots and lots of people spending money. And so if nobody has money but those people, then the system comes to a grinding halt. They gotta find a way to get money in people's hands so that they can spend it.
So we're gonna be like the French Revolution and cut the king's head off.
There's not even gonna be no French Revolution. My thing is, either they're gonna give us money to spend, or everybody's gonna go broke. Because
but what happens?
What you're going to start seeing, and this is just me. What you're going to start seeing is a gang of bank failures. The reason why banks haven't failed already is because on Halloween, the Fed dumped billions of dollars into banks so that they wouldn't go bankrupt. And this quantitative easing that's coming in January is they're buying short-term bonds. Normally, when they do QE and they start buying up bonds, they buy 10,
30s,
20, and 30-year bonds. They're not buying a bond that's longer than a year. So this is short-term loan going to banks so that they don't go out of business, because there's not enough money moving in the system. I'm just saying, like, if you watch,
it's nothing to add to that. You talking, man. You know.
I'm just saying, I just watch where money goes. If the Fed is buying short-term bonds, nothing longer than a year, those are short-term loans, which means these banks are in trouble.
Ho. Steve said he got one on the way, June 2026. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Super dope. Shavar said, this is reminding me to watch The Big Short again. The Big Short was super dope. And it's not just because
crazy. I've never seen any of those movies.
And it's not because
The Big Short, none of those.
And it's not because it's a finance movie. It was shot, the way it was shot was pretty dope. It was like, super creative and funny. So I like The Big Short. If you want to watch either one of them, Corey, watch The Big Short first, right? I know how Corey is. If you watch The Big Short, you're gonna have all kinds of bars. You might, because it makes you think about different things. Yeah. How does universal income really help the people, though?
So universal income helps people because when people get money, they spend it back into the economy, which is what our economy is built on: debt and spending, right? But you can't have debt without people having money, and you can't have spending without people having money.
Well,
and so it goes. The thing is, they're when you start to, like, if you look at those jobs reports, right? Even the ones that they falsified. If you look at those, they basically saying they haven't created a job since April. This country hasn't created a job since April, right?
So in short, though, this is why money is called currency, because it's always moving, right?
It gotta move.
It's gotta move. So what happens is,
if the money ain't moving, this country comes to a grinding halt, and nobody gets nothing. What you get is hyperinflation, and so even people, which is why you need assets, right? Because again, see, y'all about to
inflation's going to come either way. Yep.
This is why you need a whole class on this, because assets really don't go up in value. What happens is the money goes down in value, and if you hold assets, those assets become worth more because the money becomes worth less.
Well, listen, it is actually a video about it in the village that came out this week, because content has been dropping every day in the village. So make sure you're in the village.
I'm just saying that's what really happens to your assets. Your assets are not actually worth more over time.
So to answer Lorraine's question, though,
less over time.
Answer Lorraine's question, to keep it simple, is more money on the street and money is flowing, and that helps people get employed. It helps everybody, right? Well, money is spending, man. That's why
even those big corporations, it helps them.
It helps everybody, which is why when they put that money on the street during the pandemic, everybody was eating. Everybody was happy. We going through a full pandemic and the streets was eating.
Everybody was happy as a lark. Everybody was out here
just think about that. We in a full pandemic and cats was out here smiling and crab legs was flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Double entendre on the crab legs.
Everything was good, man. Cars was getting bought. I knew cats, dog, that was like, I knew cats that was struggling. Next thing I know, they like, Jim, I got me a new rollie. Like, yeah, when that poo hit the streets,
crazy out here.
Yeah, it was wild because the money was in the streets and it was flowing. You know what I'm saying? People was, the Hellcats and Chargers up and down my neighborhood was going crazy. Like, how does everybody got a charger? It looked like I went to an Alabama Crimson Tide practice.
It was nuts. But the thing about it is, you know, the $1,000 thing doesn't pump money into it. Only that puts money in the hands of millionaires because that money isn't moving. That money isn't moving anywhere, right? We're talking about money that moves.
So hashtag math, y'all. Hashtag math. We about to do this drawing.
Like the simple math goes like this, right? There's 330 million people in this country, give or take. You're talking about. So me and Russ are really super close, and a lot of the things that Russ was sharing with y'all is stuff that we talked about in 2018, 2019. Russ has actually been next to my family, right? That's how close me and Russ are. I got pics with Russ with me and my kids. So I love Russ, man.
Shout out, brother Russ, man. Good dude.
Shout out to Russ, man. But the thing,
the knowledge.
Yeah, listen, man. It's really crazy out here, right? Like the thing about money is if it don't move, then the whole system grinds to a halt. Banks are just intermediaries. Banks don't have any other job but to move money from federal policy, from the IMF, the big banking system into the hands of people, and then get that money back with interest. That's the whole job of banks.
Yes.
That's their whole job. They don't have another job. Banks are intermediaries.
Yeah, the $1,000 is going to put money into the market, and that's going to be another fee for the Wall Street cronies for them to make even more money.
Yeah, they just moving money between themselves with that. They literally just moving money between themselves.
They've been trying to privatize Social Security, so this is another way to get money to the 1%.
That $1,000 don't help a damn soul.
Well, I wouldn't say it won't help, but in the grand scheme of things, it don't move the needle.
Yeah, it don't move the needle for us.
All right, so we got 13 entrants. We're going to roll the dice, y'all. Roll the dice. Hashtag math. If you want to get it in, put it in now. I'm not saying pause because I know that's what Jimmy was thinking about.
Hey, man, you be saying that you be wilding, man.
Not wilding. Trying to get the entries up, man. Get your mind out the gutter. All right, let's draw. We're going to draw now, yo. We're going to draw.
Yo, you are drawn. Kamari. Yo, don't show no more videos at the beginning of the shows either, man. You be drawn.
Listen, man, that's what keeps the people going.
No, man. Jigga man.
Jamel.
So we know Jamel's in the village. So
yes, he is.
He knows what to do.
He already told us that he was going to spend all, the weekend catching up. It's all.
That's almost enough for a $40 date, though. If you listen, if you win enough of these, you can get a $40 date real quick. It's a quick little blip. From Bitcoin, you be there.
You be wilding.
But now, in all seriousness, y'all. So for all of y'all who are in the village, we have been dropping. Jim's been going crazy back there. What would y'all like to learn about? What would you like us to talk about? What would you like us to cover? Throw that in the chat real quick, y'all.
Man, I gotta figure out a way to show y'all how I know all the stuff I be knowing, man. Like I gotta just figure out how to show you.
Read.
Open your phone, show the books you read, and just talk about the book you read.
I don't even be reading a lot of books about this stuff because this is current events. Like there's no books on this. It's just me asking ChatGPT and then going back and then going to the sources because I ask for the sources every time I ask ChatGPT. This is my cheat code. Every time I ask ChatGPT to something, I always ask for the sources so that I can go.
But you read the sources.
Oh yeah. I definitely read the sources.
Yo. So what you want to learn about? Ann said he wants to learn about how to get $40 date. No, anyway.
Trying to bring Kevin Samuels back. I think it's prep to the next generation that their retirement is on them, not the government. Yeah, it's been like that for a minute though. Pension funds are too expensive to run, so they got rid of those, and they said, "FOH, y'all on y'all own."
Congrats, Jamil. Oh, Jamil, by the way, just
family trust. Go ahead, Jim.
You said what does he want to learn about? He's saying he wants to learn about a family trust. Warren, the first thing I'll tell you about a family trust is 99.9% of people don't need them. The second thing I'll tell you about a family trust is if you are in the 0.1% that do need a family trust,
you shouldn't be here asking about it.
No. If you are in the 0.1%, then I would. Here's my honest answer. 99.9% of people do not need a family trust. However, if you're in that 0.1% that do, I would hire an attorney. And the reason I would hire an attorney is because when you have a family trust, there's so many little variables. There's so many little nuances that have to be looked out for.
So I'm going to say this real quick because I agree with Jim, but there's one thing she let out. You need an attorney and you need a good tax accountant. I'm just saying.
I think he's going. I that was a layup for you. I know he was going to bring that up, but you know, and Jamil, just send it to me. If you can send it to me direct message in the village. You want everything to flow through the village, though. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go into any of the chats that are in the village and just send me your Lightning address. And how to get to your Lightning address is go to Cash App, go to Bitcoin, hit the up down arrow, right? Hit receive Bitcoin. It'll give you a QR code. Tap the QR code. Send the Lightning address, not the Bitcoin address, your Lightning address. And it's the reason we use Lightning because it gets you the money within seconds. That's how it is. Family Investment Group.
Joyful says she needs to get back in there. Come on.
Come on, Joyful. I'm telling you.
www.blackwealthrebels.com. It's free.
We are going crazy back there. Like, you know, it's the last 2 weeks is at least like 14, 15 pieces of content. But also, and then by the way, this content that's back there isn't on YouTube at all. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all get in the car, y'all get in the whip, instead of listening to, trash podcasts, just throw on the village and hear us talk about things such as midnight ballerinas, getting your taxes ready, Bitcoin.
Family trust and land ownership. Well, Jim owns land, so we can talk about that. He owns raw land.
Yeah, right.
You do? Like what?
No, I do. No, I do. But you act like you don't own land.
No, I don't own raw land.
Oh, okay. I actually own raw land.
I didn't know that, Corey. So salutes to you. So
Corey
talk about that.
Corey got about a good quarter acre in Texas, man.
But I thought there was something on it. Okay.
He got but he got a small little house on it. The rest of it is nothing but land.
Oh, okay. All right, we got to get down there.
Yeah, man.
All right. So Lorraine says, in today's economy, parents will need money to support a child until 18, let alone worry about a child's retirement. So I guess what Lorraine is saying is that $1,000 is cool because it's supposed to be set up for the kid to have when they get older. But she's saying like, we got to make it there. You got
to get to the age where you can get the money.
Lorraine, I actually agree with you, right? Because, so it's not that I'm against the $1,000, but I also agree with you. Like, we're looking at this $1,000 like, yo, what about the rest of the time? Like, I got to keep alive and fed and clothed.
You talking about $1,000 that might last you a week, maybe, depending upon where you live at in this country, right?
Yeah, but
you talk about 18 years right. of raising a child, and you got $1,000 sitting in the. First of all, that $1,000 might not make it from January to February.
All right, so Warren, but real quick, Warren talked about how to set up a family investment group. We could talk about that because we could
investment show group. You that. Part.
Yeah, we do have an investment group, and we could talk about that, and all. And by the way, Kamari also just recently set up another investment. So Kamari is the expert in that. So there you go.
Expert in it.
Okay. All right. Also,
I'm just failing forward.
You fail. He said fail. Hey, but listen, that's how you learn. You fail forward is how you learn. And Jamil, you can DM me in the village if you're on an Android phone or an iPhone. Doesn't matter which one you're on. When you go into the Patreon app, you have to have the application. Get the app on your phone.
Jim, why don't you do this? Why don't you DM him in the village right now? So it's already established.
I know. I was just trying to explain to him how it works, though.
I know, but you're trying to. Let's just cut it out. Yeah, I work to work.
This boy is not. This level is not what me to teach, man. Because first of all, I got to find his name in here, because I don't think he's under Jamil. Let's see. That's the first part. Jamil, right, what's your name? What's your name in the village, Jamil? If you don't mind me, let's see.
So Baz Bunny says group dynamics.
Greatness. All right, let's see.
Corey could definitely talk about that. I mean, we all could actually, but Corey, that's what we talk about that. All right, Joe says, I know Corey talked about buying land a few years ago.
Yeah, I used to buy tax liens. I used to buy tax liens a lot, and I used to talk about it in our old groups about how I used to buy the tax liens and show people, because there's many different levels of tax sale. Because most people think there's only 1 or 2 levels of tax sale. It's like 6 levels of tax sales where you can buy stuff from the government. And I never bought a house from a person. I've always bought every house that I've ever bought. I bought from the government. So
I'm definitely about to start looking at tax liens.
Yeah, it's funny because Jamil, when you go in the joint, next to the at the bottom of the app, next to the big house, it's a thing that has messages. You click that, and then it has like all direct messages, group chats. But you can put it in a group chat too. You don't necessarily have to send me a message. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Anyway, man.
So, Jamil, you want us to talk about greatness in the village? That's what you want?
That's his name.
No, he's saying that's his name in there. Yeah, come on,
okay.
Keep up, beloved. Keep up, man.
Listen, man, I missed it. You don't have to put it on Front Street to try to embarrass me because I missed it.
Here we go. By the way, Jamil, I see you commented on the newest video and you put it in there, so that works too. So don't even worry about it. I already got you, beloved.
What up, Rich? How you doing? All right, so listen, I need some vittles and I got to get up early and get financially fleeced in the morning. So we got to go.
Listen, man, you have the means to take care of a situation, so you're blessed and highly favored.
But that don't mean I'm not getting financially fleeced.
Oh, for sure. Two things can be true. 2 things definitely can be true at the same time.
And listen, I would rather buy some stock than pay for a daggone chimney. But
I'm saying is the term fleece.
Priorities matter, right? I need the chimneys to work so I can keep getting rent. And I don't want my tenants to get carbon monoxide poisoning.
The term fleece denotes that you're getting robbed or taken advantage of. You're paying for a service. If you're getting fleeced, go somewhere else that's not fleecing you.
I don't have the time.
You're not getting
lives are at stake.
Listen, man, in the words of Les Brown, it don't hurt enough.
What? I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean?
Les Brown says when you're not willing to make a different decision, that means whatever you're dealing with doesn't hurt enough. Because if it hurts enough, you make a different decision.
Lives are at stake, so he can't make a different decision.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Corey. I'm glad you listened, Corey. Thank you.
I heard exactly what he said.
I know when you ignored it because your ego says I have the slander.
No, you're full of it. You're full of it. You've been dealing with this for a while. It ain't been that much of a rush.
I'm not. I have not been dealing with it for a while. What are you talking about?
Rich is wilding. Rich is wilding.
I didn't say I was going to get a barbershop. I said I was thinking about getting my barber's license. Shout out to single moms, man.
That is absolutely hilarious.
Tell him, Rich. That's what
Appreciate
it is.
You too, Jigga.
No, it's
number love, brother.
Lives are at stake.
They are.
No, they're not, man.
All right,
you talking about your commercial building, man. All right.
Hold on. So listen, I have a video with Kavon testing out the joints, and the CO2 meter is going through the roof. So I will share that. I haven't had a chance to do it.
No, that's fine. I get that the CO2 meter is going through the roof. What I'm saying is anybody in this space where it's going through the roof?
Yes.
You said it's at your office.
I said I have 2 problems. I have 2 chimneys. See, you don't listen.
I do listen.
Get off.
I do listen. Hold up. So So you have a CO2 issue at multiple buildings?
Yes.
Which kind of Never mind. Let me shut up, man.
Yeah. Wait.
No, I'm gonna shut up because I ain't trying to say
no. But we talking about generational wealth, right? This is what I inherited.
I ain't gonna say nothing, man, because I ain't gonna say that, man. God bless you, man.
Thank you, sir.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Sure. But listen, Jamil, if anybody wants to send me $1 to my Cash App, I greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm going. I gotta get some vittles.
Jamil, I'm sending it to you right now, beloved.
Yes, Lorraine. Merry Christmas to you too as well. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all of that good
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yo, if you're in the village, just check out the village every day because we back there getting busy. You know what I'm saying? You'll see something out there tomorrow as well. A side note, Jamil, the chicken has already been sent, so it should be in your account. You know You know what I mean? That's how fast we move. But be in the village every day because we dropping content, y'all.
All right, y'all. Let's get free, y'all. Y'all be great.
Ooh, that's a great album.